Hey you guys, what's good? It's Mike again. It's Mike again from GMT. So guys, in this awesome tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can make a simple countdown system for your game. So like a normal 3, 2, 1, countdown system for your game. Probably you're trying to make a racing game or stuff like that. So you need like a countdown system. So we're going to be creating that today. So the first thing we need to do is just go directly to scripting. So just create a C# script and I call this countdown manager. So I call that countdown manager. So I double click to open that up in Visual Studio Code. So removing this, we are not needing these two guys. So the first thing we need to do is create like a private float. I call it count. So create another serialized field, a private float. We call that max count. Just assign 4 to that. So create another serialized field, a private float. So we'll call that count rate. So let me explain these three variables to you. So what basically the m count does is is the one counting the 3, 2, 1, and so the max count is how many count are we iterating through. So we'll be considering 0, 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3, 2, 1, 0. So that was what make it 4. Don't forget to count your 0. So for the other one is our count rate. So this is how fast or slow we want our count to be. So if you want your count to be slower, you set it below 1. Make sure it is not 0. So you set it below 1 or you set it above 1. So like 0.5, 0. And you want it to count backward, you say minus. So that's just it. So but this count rate, so we'll be using 1. We'll be using 1 and experimenting with other values as we continue. So create a private method, we call it CountDown. So the first thing we need to be checking for is if our m count is greater than 0. And you should know originally our m count will be equals to 0. So what we need to do is what at the start method here we say m count equals to the max count. So let's say you set your max count something like 4. That means your m count will be 4 at start. So now moving on, we say if m count is greater than 0, then we say we want to reduce m count. So equals to minus equals time dot delta time multiplied by the m count rate. So this will be used to tweak the speed of our count. Like I said, either you want it to be faster or slower. So you want it to count backward or forward. So that's just it. So moving on, so we'll be exploring two-way pattern for this count system. So let's see. Okay, so moving on. Okay, let me just so after we have our m count, then we'll create another local variable, call it new count. So that will be equals to, we'll be converting our m count to an integer value. So from a float value, we'll be converting to an integer value because we'll be using an integer value of it. So this is the simple approach to convert a float to an integer. If you want to convert an integer to a float, you can just write float here, so it works. Remember that you can put float here or variable, so it's could recognize, but let's use int since we know what it will be already. So after putting that in, we want something to be able to display our counting. So we want something to be able to display our counting. So we go to UI, we go to, so in this tutorial I'll be using Text Mesh Pro. So I'll be naming that count display. So I can just I'll just change the color. So this is if you want to use text, you can also use text, but you don't forget you'll be changing some part of the script here. So I'll making reference to my text mesh pro. I see it's using TMP Pro. Then I'll create another serialized field. I call it private TMP text. I call it count display. So count display. So this is what will be displaying our count. So like I said, this will be a two-way approach. So the first approach is displaying the countdown directly. So this is what I mean. So I say m count display dot text equals to new count or to string. So you should know that this is a direct format. So don't forget to put our countdown in the update. So head back to Unity. It will play. Oh sorry, I've not assigned. Nothing will work. So let me just select my create an empty game object. I call it count manager. Select count manager and I drag and drop my count manager script to it. So I can see I have some stuff set up here already. So I can just drag my count display there and play the game. I can see I have the countdown. It is countdown already. Let me adjust that. Let me do something. So let's play that again. So we have 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's it. If you want to increase the max count something like 10 and increase the count rate something like 1.6, you see how fast it will be. So this will be starting from something like 9 or 8 to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can see that is fast, guys. So that's fast. So but here we'll just be sticking to our 4 and 1. So like I said, there's two-way approach to this. So the second approach is what I'll be considering those guys that probably are creating like a racing game. I want to tweak the account type. So instead of writing this, if this one already works for you, you can just like, subscribe and stop the video here. But for the other party we are considering, we have a switch case here, like a switch statement. So we'll be considering our new count. So new count. So we'll delete the default case. So to declare our first case, let's say case new count is 1. Is 3. So instead of our display count displaying directly, so sorry guys, moving on. So we say case 3. So we'll break this statement. We say this, we want this to be equals 3. So we duplicate this node. Let's make sure this is properly aligned. So going for the second, we say if it is equals to 2, that means if our new count equals 2, we want to display 2. We say if our new count equals 1, we want to display 1. So you want something to happen at that one, and if it's 0, you want to display something like go. So guys, we'll be testing that now. So we are testing right now. Say 3, 2, 1, go. So guys, that's just it. Let's see after it says go, probably want to say like destroy some stores, make some stores happen, destroy some stores, start game. You can even try to destroy the text game object. You can see destroy count display. Count display probably after 0.5 seconds. So we'll play that. So we have 3, 2, 1, go. So we've destroyed it. So that's basically it. Then you can start a game or make anything happen, guys. So guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, share, drop a comment, and let me know what tutorial you want next. So that will be it for this tutorial. See you in the next one. Peace.